Good evening. Tiger was driving alone, say police. He's badly hurt, but expected now to survive. Cops say it happened like this. At 7:12 a.m. local time, Tiger was driving fast on a winding downhill road in a residential area of Palos Verdes, south of Los Angeles. Somehow he hit a curb, smashed into a tree, and rolled over several times. When the medics arrived, he was in bad shape. Both legs seriously injured. The first deputy on scene says Tiger was conscious and talking, but not able to stand at all on his own power. Cops say his safety belt and airbags likely saved his life. They say they used an axe and other tools to remove him from that car. The LA County Sheriff says there's no evidence of impairment from drugs or alcohol or anything else, but he admits it will take weeks to complete the investigation into the crash. Local coverage now from NBC4 Los Angeles. Their reporter Kim Tobin live in Harbor UCLA Medical Center in Torrance. Kim?
Hey there, Shep. Good afternoon to you. And we are awaiting still the medical update on Tiger Woods, waiting to get a condition. But we know that he was brought here in serious condition, and he likely is still getting surgery there, possibly on both legs after those injuries he sustained in this rollover crash. And the good news here, according to authorities, he was actually brought here. That decision was made for him to be brought here to Harbor UCLA Medical Center because he didn't have to be brought to the closest hospital because his injuries were not life-threatening. So they wanted him here at this trauma center where they could get him into surgery. But we do want to talk about this stretch of road. The Sheriff's Department has talked about how this is a windy downhill stretch of road on Hawthorne Avenue. And this is where they've seen several other crashes in the past before. Now, according to police, Tiger Woods was driving here. They are still looking to possibly see if speed was a factor, but there were no brake marks in the road, no skid marks that they found. Looks like he hit an embankment, hit a tree, rolled several times there until he came to rest on the driver's side. And like you mentioned, first responders had to use several tools to get him out. And it was actually a neighbor who called 911 who heard that crash and alerted authorities. And once deputies arrived there, they got him out of that car. They were able to talk to him. He was alert. And it actually took a moment for the first deputy to ask his name and realize that this is one of the biggest athletes in the entire world he was talking to. Take a listen.
I asked him if he knew where he was, what time of day, just to make sure he was oriented. He seemed as though he was lucid and calm. He didn't seem concerned of his injuries at the time, which is not uncommon in traffic collisions. Many times people tend to be in shock. It's a traumatic experience, so it's not uncommon for people to be focused on unimportant things, or even if they are in pain, they might not feel it until much later.
We want to mention as well that Tiger has been on a long medical journey. He's had 5 back surgeries, his most recent just a couple of months ago. So he was still recovering from that. And then obviously to get in this car accident could have made things much more difficult to deal with once he arrived here at the hospital. So we are still waiting for an update, possibly from his surgeons, from the medical staff here at Harbor UCLA. But a lot of celebrities, a lot of people in the sports world, all over the fans, hoping he pulls through and that he recovers. Shep.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.